The rain-soaked streets of 1980s Boston gleamed under flickering streetlights, but in the shadow of an abandoned warehouse, a gunshot cracked the night. Detective Sam Carver, a grizzled cop with a reputation for ruthlessness, stood over a bloodied thug, his revolver still smoking. The man's dying words weren't to a confession, but a riddle. "Ask Jericho where the bodies are buried." As Sam holstered his gun, a figure watched from the rooftops. Jericho Kane, the city's most elusive criminal, whose taunting smile promised a game that would blur the line between hunter and hunted. Boston in 1987 was a city of grit and secrets, its docks and back alleys ruled by the Iron Syndicate, a criminal network trafficking in drugs and stolen art. Sam, in his early 40s, was a decorated detective with the Organized Crime Unit, known for his shoot-first tactics. Haunted by the unsolved murder of his partner, Danny, Sam had become a one-man war against the syndicate, but his methods teetered on the edge of corruption. Jericho, a charismatic thief in his 30s, was his opposite, a mastermind who operated in shadows, leaving no trace except stories whispered in bars. Their paths collided when Sam's latest raid went wrong, tipped off by a mole in the precinct. The story began with Sam's obsession to take down Jericho, who'd humiliated him by slipping through a sting operation. But when Sam captured Jericho after a high-speed chase through Boston's tunnels, the criminal didn't resist. Instead, he offered a deal. He'd confess to his crimes if Sam listened to 3 stories, each a puzzle revealing truths about the syndicate, Danny's death, and Sam's own past. Desperate for answers, Sam agreed, unaware he was stepping into Jericho's trap. The first story took place in a smoky jazz club, where Jericho described a heist gone wrong. He claimed he'd stolen a ledger of syndicate payoffs to protect a young informant, Mia, who'd been Danny's sister. Sam, skeptical, dug into Mia's file and found she'd vanished after Danny's death, her last known contact a crooked cop named Holt. The story shook Sam, hinting that Danny's murder was an inside job. Meanwhile, Jericho's lawyer, Clara Voss, a sharp-witted ex-prosecutor, worked to free him, but her loyalty seemed split, her eyes hiding a deeper agenda. The second story unfolded in a derelict shipyard where Jericho recounted saving a dock worker, Ray, from syndicate enforcers. Ray, now a bartender, confirmed the tale but revealed Jericho had planted evidence to frame a rival gang, sparking a turf war that killed Danny in the crossfire. Sam, enraged, confronted Jericho in lockup, but the criminal's calm defiance, coupled with a cryptic clue about a hidden safe, forced Sam to question his own allies. Holt, his superior, was acting cagey, and Sam's raid logs showed missing evidence, pointing to a cover-up. As Sam chased Jericho's clues, the city became a chessboard. He teamed up with Mia, now a fierce activist running a safe house for syndicate victims. Mia, distrustful but driven by her brother's memory, helped Sam decode the safe's location, a condemned theater in South Boston. There, they found photos linking Holt to the syndicate, proving he'd betrayed Danny. But Jericho's third story, told during a tense prison transfer, flipped the game. He claimed Sam had unknowingly taken syndicate bribes years ago, funneled through a charity Danny ran. The revelation gutted Sam, forcing him to face his own complicity. The climax came when Jericho escaped during a staged ambush orchestrated by Clara, who revealed herself as Danny's widow, playing both sides to avenge her husband. Sam, Mia, and a small team of loyal cops tracked Jericho to an abandoned mill where the syndicate's leaders were meeting. In a pulse-pounding showdown, Sam faced Jericho amidst rusted machinery and flickering lights. Jericho offered a final truth. The syndicate's real boss was Holt, who'd used Sam's raids to eliminate rivals. As proof, Jericho tossed Sam a tape of Holt's confessions, recorded during a sting. The confrontation erupted into chaos. Holt's men attacked, but Mia's quick thinking, rigging the mill's old wiring into a stun trap, gave Sam an edge. In a brutal fight, Sam disarmed Holt, but Jericho vanished, leaving a note. The line between us is thin. Sam handed the tape to Internal Affairs, exposing Holt and dismantling the syndicate. Clara, her vengeance complete, disappeared, while Mia used the safe's evidence to fund her safe house, giving victims a voice. Months later, Boston breathed easier, its streets less shadowed. Sam, cleared but scarred, retired his badge, choosing to mentor kids at Mia's shelter. Jericho's fate remained a mystery, his name a whisper in the underworld. Sam stood on the docks, the Charles River reflecting a city reborn. The line between right and wrong was blurry, but he'd found his side of it, one truth at a time.